You've probably heard of the butterfly effect before. A butterfly flaps its wings in one part of the world, and on the other side of the world, a tornado occurs. A small change happens, and there is a big result somewhere else. Now, that's currently happening to a key component involved in making tools for cutting stone, tungsten carbide. I'll get into that in a second. First, please take a quick second to subscribe to my channel. I put out new videos every Friday, and subscribing makes sure you don't miss one. Now, tungsten carbide. What's going on? Before we dig into what's going on with tungsten carbide, let's understand a little bit about the end products that it goes into. About 33% of tungsten carbide is used in metal cutting tools. Think tools for working metal. Another 23% goes into mining and construction tools. If you're in the stone industry, you're probably part of that 23%, whether you realize it or not. And 18% goes to other wear tools and industrial wear components. And the other quarter goes into various smaller uses. At WF Myers, we use tungsten carbide in a couple different products. First, in our diamond segments. It makes up a small portion of our diamond segments. On our PCD cutters, the PCD tip has a tungsten carbide backing on it. And we also sell planar tool carbide, which is just tungsten carbide that customers then form and put on a planar tool. So, why is tungsten carbide a problem, and why is it a problem now? Before we dig into this, we really need to understand this is not just a case of prices going up like everything else. This is more of a geopolitical problem than an economics problem, and I'll explain. China mines over 80% of all tungsten on Earth. They also process over 80% of tungsten into materials like tungsten carbide. In 2025, China cut its production in the mines by 6.5%, and they also imposed export controls, limiting what was sent out of the country. So why not get tungsten carbide from somewhere other than China? There are other mines that are opening up, and people are working on solving this problem. The problem is, from discovery to production in a new mine, that timeline is about a decade. So there's not going to be an immediate solution in the next 3 months. That being said, what are we going to do? Well, the first thing we need to do is accept this is a long-term problem that is probably out of most of our hands. If you need something out of tungsten carbide, don't wait to buy it. The price is going to continue to go up. So maybe worth considering buying extra and keeping it on the shelf now, because if you don't like the prices now, you're really not going to like them in 3 months or 6 months or next year. We've seen prices go up with some of our suppliers at WF Myers, and with the timeline it takes a new mine to come online, I would expect that to continue. So you can explore buying additional stock. You can also explore looking into alternative materials or finding ways to design tools to use less tungsten carbide. Those are some of the recommendations I would have. If you're struggling with how do we cut this cost, reach out to me. I'm happy to go over ideas with you. Unfortunately, this week's video is not a terribly happy one, but forewarned is forearmed, and with this information, you've got a little more background on what's going on in the tungsten market worldwide and how does it impact your stone business. So you've got some tools now at your disposal to make some buying decisions as you move forward. This will eventually get straightened out, I think, but the timeline is going to be really, really long. So if you're using tungsten carbide, plan carefully, but settle in for the long haul, unfortunately. So thank you for taking the time to watch today. I really appreciate it. If you find this content valuable, I encourage you, please subscribe to my channel. It's free and it really helps me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.